Hello. I like that. I know there's nobody in here at the moment, but if you're watching this back, I absolutely love this. So this is the Maybelline Lifter Glaze, and it is like a lip balm with a tint. And this is 004 Cherry Swirl. Oh, we're getting some people on now. Lovely. I was just talking about my lip gloss for those of you that are going to watch this back. But yeah, it's alright, isn't it? Hi Megan, how are you? I am, thank you, Strange. Hope you are. Hi Natalie, how are you? Hi Ronnie, how are you? Hi Wu Long, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello, how are you? Hi Patricia, how are you? How is everybody, guys? If you let me know in the comments where you are in the world and how you are doing. Hi Shauna, how are you? Hello Sydney, how are you? Lovely to see you all. Glad you're okay. I'm okay, thank you. I thought I'd go live, this month's live. I haven't been live this month yet. I know the last couple of months you've been having a couple of extra lives, but I've been so busy this month that I haven't been able to do any more lives. Hello, how are you, Nadia? Thank you, Matthew. How are you? Yeah, so I haven't been live. It's been a manic month. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm like nearly the end of the month that I haven't been live yet. So I've managed to get some free time this evening and I thought I'd pop live just for a little bit, guys. Nothing too long. Really, I always have to say that every time it's like a noisy motorbike or something. So yeah, just, and it's been too hot that I haven't wanted to like film anything and go live and things like that. So yeah, hence the bit of a late live, but I thought I'd squeeze it in while I can. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're okay though. Were you in hospital long or not? Hi Josh, how are you? Oh yeah, it's just like it's been awful. Like if you know me by now that I hate the summer. I absolutely love autumn, winter, you know, and early spring's usually all right. However, this year I think spring has been actually really warm here. Um, and hi Daniela, how are you? And it's just been too hot for me, like the last week. You know, now it's really cold again. I want to say really cold, it's not freezing, but compared to what we have had. And, you know, it's blowy and everything like that, so it's so much better. Hi X-Men, how are you? I'm all right, thank you. I've just been super busy, decluttering everywhere of the house. I've literally just been ridiculous. Being in the salon, obviously filming and trying to keep up with platform, you know, all my platforms and things like that. And we had to have the flooring done upstairs, and oh, it's just been a crazy time. I don't really put videos on my lifestyle channel, if I'm honest with you. I did remove everything from my original lifestyle channel and then I started Life with Nick. And to be honest with you, anything I seem to do that's lifestyle related, I post on TikTok now. Even though I'd probably earn more money by posting it on YouTube. The only problem is it's very like everything I do is like portrait and that doesn't look very well if you're like watching it on your like any device. It doesn't look as good even if you can turn it round usually, and I don't like to upload it then. Some of the videos are not really like YouTube friendly. They're like short ones that you could tell they don't belong on YouTube. Whether I'll go back to it at some point in the future, I don't know. But if you are interested in anything lifestyle related, hauls, vlogs, like mini catch ups, get ready with me's, all sorts of different things, then you need to go to TikTok, and that's Life with Nick on TikTok, guys. Make sure you give me a follow and check out my videos on there. Hi Courtney, how are you? Oh, well, I'm glad you're all right, lovely. Hi Lana, how are you? Is it Niche? Nishi? Hello, hope you're well. Hello, is it Belinda? Hello. Hello, Ivy, how are you? Hello, Isabel, how are you? Hi, Eve, how are you? Nietzsche. Hello. I was, to be funnily enough, hello, Sarah, how are you? So, funnily enough, before people started joining my live, I was actually talking about my lipstick because I was sat here and I felt such a fool that nobody was on, and I thought people are going to be watching this back. So, and I was putting on my lipstick at the time, so I thought, do you know what? I'm going to talk about it. So, what I've put on is Maybelline Lifter Glaze, and it's actually a lip balm with colour. And they do all sorts of different shades of these, but me, I love red, so I got the red. This is 004 Cherry Swirl. There's a couple of pink ones that I want to get as well, so I'm going to get those if they're on offer again. But it's so hydrating, and you can layer it up a little bit to get more of a colour. And considering it's a balm and that it does last reasonably long, so yeah, I quite like that. You've got it. Okay. Courtney's tired, love the colour. Hi Sky, how are you? I'm okay, thank you. Not too bad, just having a tea. Hi Jordan, how are you? Awesome. Well, thank you for popping in and saying hello. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's really nice. I highly recommend it. Considering it's like a lip balm as well. It's just such a lovely, soft, hydrating texture. I really love it. And it applies so well. And that's why I've started to film with it on, because it gives me that nice colour, but also hydrating. It doesn't dry and it doesn't spill anywhere. So it's absolutely fantastic. Oh my goodness, I've never caught you live. Hello, lovely. How are you? Oh, you're very welcome. Hi, Caitlin. How are you? I'm okay, thank you. The only diamond. Hi, love. How are you? Hi, Heba. How are you? Um. So, is your cat Leo all right? He's fine. I've got 5 cats and they're all fine, thank you. Thank you, Zet. Come on, guys. Let's have a chat. Yeah, before I come live, guys, I was crying. So if I'm looking a little bit funny in the eyes, it's because I have been crying, and I'm surprised no one's mentioned it yet. But yeah. So this week's videos are, on the weekend, I filmed with this black screen, guys. This is already up because it's what I filmed with, and I haven't took it down yet. So this week's videos are filmed with a black screen. This lovely screen that I've got, it's a room divider. I absolutely love it. Like, it's just amazing. So I filmed, like here you can see the different kind of things. On the videos that I film my camera, you can't see it. So yeah, the 2 black screen videos. The first one I did was I can't remember what I did. I know what the second one was. I'll tell you that one. No. The first one was a face measuring video. So I was measuring every inch of your face with different objects. I know you like the last one, guys, so I did another one. Then I did a hair and makeup video for a summer ball. So I did your makeup. I did less brush sounds in it as has been requested. So I did less add because I with makeup and that I make the sounds during the video. I'm gonna put my mic up a little bit actually. So I make the sounds actually when I'm doing the makeup with the brushes and things, but this time I did it a little bit different because a lot of people were saying that they didn't want me to like do a lot of extra like brush sounds. So I thought I'd do it a little bit different this time, and tweak it a little bit, you know, not make so much brush sounds. I did include some, so I did a little bit of a balance. So I did that, and then on the weekend I might film again with my black screen. I'll see, but I might do a skin assessment like it. So like back in the day, skin assessments that I used to do. So I'm going to do probably a skin assessment because I've not done one of those for a couple of weeks now. And then my second video that I'm going to be filming this week. I don't know. I was thinking of a doctor check. But I need to go through my list and work through and see what I've said I would do over the next few months and then do one of those. So let me just catch up with the comments. Spa, yeah, I was in on Sunday, yesterday. Today I'm absolutely exhausted and knackered. That's another reason why I probably look half dead. It kills me doing the spa, if I'm honest. Some of you might know that I've got fibromyalgia. I've got degenerative disc disease and arthritis, and I do have a slip disc as well, which causes havoc. So when I'm in a salon, like it really triggers off like my fibro and pains. Which is why I have to space my weeks out, and I'm only doing it like twice a month because it's really draining. Like years ago, it was so much pressure when I used to work in salons and spas. Like there was so much pressure on my joints and everything. It's one of the reasons why I gave it up. And obviously, like it was like it's back to back a lot of the time, and I'm like I try to rush to get everything done. Um, but like yesterday, I was like I did like 2 hours straight, and then I was like 5 minutes, and it was like an hour and a half straight, and then like 15 minutes or so, then it was like an hour again. So it was just a bit like I like got home last night. I was like, oh my god, I'm knackered as I always am. And then today I just went to sleep, and like I ache like everywhere. Like you can tell my throb. I'm getting up like genuinely when I'm getting up. I'm like, oh my god, I'm walk crippling over like this. Like my feet are killing because I stood up so much yesterday. I normally try to sit down as much as I can, but I did a lot of standing up, so my ankles and my heels were bad, like it used to be when I worked in retail. When I used to stand up for like 9 hours in retail. I don't know, I just couldn't do anything like that anymore. So yeah, and I've been decluttering like loads over the last few weeks, and today I've just had another bash of sorting bits in my studio. I had cupboards to sort out and drawers and things, so I've literally done all that. At the same time struggling, so I'm getting on the floor and then I can't get back up, and I'm like, I can't get up, or I'm like, my knee, or I'm like, my back. That's all everyone can hear in my house. They're like, are you stuck again? Yeah, I need help. But other than that, you know, it's great. I met some lovely people yesterday. Absolutely lovely people. I had one of the girls was kind enough to let me film a session with her, which was brilliant. So I did a colour analysis on her. Obviously, I had to explain to just so she was sure that she knows that I'm not a professional colour analysis, which that's all on my website anyway. But I just had to, you know, tell her again just to make sure that she's not expecting me to, you know, get it all right. And then I also did a face massage on her as well, face massage experience. So the colour analysis will probably be coming sooner than the face because I've got lots of stuff already. If that makes sense. But yeah, other than that, it's going well. I'm not in now for another, I'm not in this week, I'm in the week after. or something like that, because we're in July then, aren't we? Or being almost 8 months pregnant. Yeah, it's just been awful. I feel sorry for like pregnant women, and like me, with being in the menopause. Anybody like me, it's just absolutely horrific. And because like I take like certain mental health medication, and I wasn't aware of this, but it actually affects your ability to cool down, like your body temperature. And I was like, wow. I keep seeing this and I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing, but it is actually true. So I was like, oh, well, no wonder I probably feel extra hot all the bloody time. Do you know what I mean? Personally, I love to film medical videos, but I don't mind doing a bit of anything really. What's your favourite makeup product? Oh, I don't know. I do love a good lipstick and a good mascara, but concealer's good. I love your answer so much. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much. Fave holiday spot in the UK. I like Devon. I think is probably my favourite. I've been to Cornwall, but I still think Devon was better. I think Cornwall's a bit too excluded and every miles away and not really a lot around. I wasn't impressed when I went last year. But I do like centre parks and stuff in like Nottingham and places like that. So I don't know really. I like to sort of just mix and match. Hi Freddie, how are you? Thanks guys, appreciate your comments. Oh, Peter Kay, was it good? Not really a fan of him as such, but you know. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I will be doing a colour analysis on the camera as well, guys. That is on my list. Because a few weeks ago, actually, I made a big list of products, big list of videos that are going to be coming in the next few months. I did post about it, but I've added few ones since then, and I've screenshotted it and added it all. So I've got them to hand, so I know what videos I'm going to be doing. So I've got to work my way through the list. You know, so like you're gonna have like a mix of everything, but I want to work my way through. So I need to go back to my list and see what I need to do next. Um, so yeah, things are on my list, so I'm working my way through them. So do keep a lookout. Um, this I've just thought about what I'm filming this weekend. I know exactly what I'm filming. The first one is a jewellery shop. How did I forget that? I've literally purchased loads of different bracelets. I might have a look and see if I can get some cheap necklaces as well. And I've got loads of earrings of my own. So what I was going to do is do a jewellery shop. Now, many moons ago, I did a jewellery shop, and it was actually a black screen, and it was actually at my very, very old house when I first started, I think 2019. And it was really awful quality, and obviously all you could hear was like the pub in the background and just everything like that. So I've literally I got rid of it many years ago, so it wasn't very good. So I thought, do you know what, I'm actually going to do one, because I keep having so many requests for a jewellery shop and a personal shopper shop. So I thought, do you know what, now I've got loads of earrings, I do have some little other bits of jewellery as it is. I don't really have a lot of jewellery, you see. I've bought loads of different bracelets and different things like that, because I thought we could show them, you can try them on, and stuff like that. So I thought that'd be good. So that's what I'm filming this weekend, and a skin assessment. So yeah, that's what I'm filming this weekend. Let me catch up, guys. Sorry if I've missed your comments. I'm trying to keep up. So yeah, Daniela, there will be a colour analysis on camera coming as well. Don't worry about that. I will be doing that probably in the next few weeks, so keep a lookout. Hi, Yos. I can't pronounce your name, but hello. Thank you, Ella. Thank you so much. And yes, I can hear you. Hello. Well, not literally hear you. I can read, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? I mean, retail really, I don't know why people do it. I mean, I worked so much in retail for years, and you can never sit down. And it was like always standing up, always walking around, always doing something. And I'm just like, I just couldn't do that now. Like when I see people, how much they're rushed off their feet. But, you know, it wouldn't be so bad if when I worked in retail, I could actually sit down. Do you know what I mean? But when I was on the till, because it was classed as a convenience store, I was always on the kiosk section, so I could never sit down. And then when I worked at like WH Smith's, obviously I was standing up all the time again, like walking around doing this, that, and the other. Or if like when I was working in the supermarket, if I weren't on the kiosk, I was literally at the back in the warehouse sorting that out or topping up shelves. Um, yeah, and then obviously when I worked in salons and spas and stuff, 9 times out of 10 you do massage, so you're not sat down. But I just don't know. I just nowadays I think my fibros escalated so much that I really struggle to like do any kind of like activity if I'm really honest, which is why I struggle to lose weight as well, because I struggle with like working out and things like that. So yeah, and like I say, I was going to say being pregnant as well, just I can understand. Thank you, Jordan. I really appreciate that. Hi, Tessa. How are you? Yeah, I think I've seen it a couple of. Like, I swear I keep seeing it on and off. And I told my husband again the other day, and he was like, "You tell me this every year, Nick." And I'm like, "Do I?" And he goes, "Yeah." I went, "Oh, so yeah, it is an actual thing apparently." And I was talking to my doctor about it, and she was like, "Yeah, it gives you, it can affect your ability to cool down." So I was like, "Oh, well, no wonder I'm bloody hotter than anyone else then." Like day to day, like I get really hot. And then obviously I was talking to her about my menopause. Well, I was put into a surgical menopause. Um, 2016, I think it was. And obviously, I've always been on HRT and stuff. And I was saying to her, like, it's the first time in how long that I haven't took my HRT because I can't get it. And I said, and surprisingly, I don't really feel any different, apart from I've been using wild yam cream instead, like on my arms or on my legs and stuff like that. That's the only thing I've been doing differently. And other than that, I don't feel any different by not being on them. And she was like, yeah, well, one of the main reasons is because of how young you are. We don't want you to get thin in bones. So she was on about really, I need to go back on some kind of estrogen to like, because of my age and because of my health issues already with my joints, arthritis and stuff. She said, you know, really I could do with doing something, even if it's not necessarily helping with menopausal symptoms, it's going to help protect your bones. So I'm thinking, well, in that instant, then do we just go on a gel? Because I used to be on the gel and didn't do anything. But I think it's only this year that I've noticed no menopausal symptoms, whereas before I was always getting night sweats. Don't get me wrong, I still have them sometimes, but that's normally from my nightmares. So yeah, it's just weird, isn't it? It's just, yeah, it's strange. The things can affect your body temperature other than just the usual kind of like time of the month or menopause and pregnancy. It's yeah, it's fascinating. So if you are on like certain antidepressants and different things like that, and you're thinking, oh, actually, I'm wondering that's why I always feel hot or have night sweats and stuff like that. It's because of the medication. Especially when it's hot, our body can't escape the heat very easily. It's very strange. Interesting though. Yeah, exactly, Daniela. Yeah, Jodie will be coming up again. Because obviously we come up because she's my mate and we like to hang out, as well as film, and we just have a laugh together. And we've been on and on about when I can get her in because I've been so busy this month. Like I said, I've had so much going on, like every weekend. Because I've had like I've had issues with my health. Then I've had like my husband's now like she had a fall and she's been in hospital and been visiting her and stuff like that. Um, I wasn't well. I was a couple of weeks there. I decided to not be nice and unwell, whereas everyone else was fine. I had like a fever and stuff. Um, then I've been sorting out stuff for the house, decluttering. I've had to like move everything out because we'd had like days worth with like a house up in arms, literally, because the flooring all had to be done upstairs. It was just absolutely ridiculous. And then trying to fit in filming, then going to the salon, then having to go to the in-laws, and it's just been a bit manic. Then I've had like ads that I've needed to film, and then try and keep up with my videos and stuff like that. So it has been a bit hectic. So I've said to her, like, I can't really fit you in as such at the moment. So I'm just like, playing it by ear at the moment, and I think she's going to end up coming in July now, beginning of July. But I'm trying to fill up my gaps in the spa. So when I haven't got a lot of people in, I'm going to try and, like, if I get me and Jodie in and do some things in the spa so it's quiet, we ain't got to worry about disturbances. And because I've still got to pay for the spa whether I'm in or not. So I might as well go in and use my time effectively, if you know what I mean. But I have invited ASM artists that want to come. And I want to say established ASM artists because a couple of people think, am I classed as established ASM artist? But, well, yes, you've been doing it how many years? You know, you make videos consistently. You know, that's an established ASM artist. Like, I've had so many viewers on my posts go, oh, I'd love to do it. It was a little bit close. I'm like, well, you're not an ASM artist. If you want to have a treatment, please book in. So yeah, for ASM artists, I'm opening up for giving them some experiences, obviously unpaid, as long as we can have it filmed and a bit of promotion, stuff like that. So that's the kind of thing that I'm looking for. So I'm looking at different creators coming in, doing obviously experience on them, film it, and then I can upload it and stuff like that. It's a different face for you guys, and different things like that. So I think it'd be quite good. For offer, because obviously I do loads of different experiences now, guys. If you haven't seen, check out bebravebeyouasmr.co.uk. On there, I've got different sensory experiences now. I've added loads of different ones since I've last spoken about it. So yeah, if you do have a look on there, there is probably something that would interest you, if you are local or willing to travel. So yeah, have a look at my website. If you've got any questions or messages about anything about my spa, guys, you can message me on social media, preferably Instagram, or you can email my business as well, and I can get back to you when I can. So yeah, if you do know any ASM artists that are willing to do that, then let them know. I basically don't want someone to just say, oh, I'm an ASM artist, but I've never posted. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. It's to keep it, right. But Jodie will still be coming once a month. We'll be still working together. We will still be doing the podcast and stuff like that. That she's always going to be coming to my house, unless I'm going to fill a slot gap. A day when the spa's empty, for example. Then we'll go in and do some sessions there instead, if that makes sense. I've not done a specific video about dementia, no. Not, and probably not memory issues actually either. I've done obviously cranial nerve exams, which do incorporate some of that. I have done like was it a psychological exam, cognitive exam, I think I might have done before. I mean, I could do a video targeting around memory. Whether I specifically label it as dementia, I don't know yet, because that could be quite triggering for people. I mean, I do have a bit of experience with dementia because my husband's granddad had it and sadly died several years ago because of it. So I do have a bit of experience and a bit of knowledge and understanding around it. So yeah, maybe I could do something like that, or I don't know, like amnesia test. I don't know, something like that. I'd have to look into it and do my research before I did anything like that. Oh, thank you. Literally, I've got 3 of these, and they're like what? Cost me either £7 or 7 to 9 quid, I think, from TikTok shop. Don't get me wrong, they're not the best, but they're really comfortable just to like doss in. There's my pink one is the favourite. I got that from a different company. I think it's thicker and a lot nicer. But yeah, I absolutely love these. And I'm also wearing like really like baggy, loose kind of like pleated kind of trousers. And it's just so nice when it's not too hot, just to kind of, chill out a little bit. Hi, Anna, is it Angelisa doll? Is it? Hello, how are you? Yeah, I just don't find him funny, like Peter Kay. I'm watching it, I'm like, is that meant to be funny? I just don't know. With me, when it comes to jokes and stuff, sometimes I can find the most stupidest things funny, right? Because I find a lot of things funny, but it depends what it is. But when it comes to like humour, I don't really like stand up kind of comedy or forced humour. However, I love it when people do like realistic humour, as in, like it was used to be Lee Evans back in the day. God, I don't want to sound old now, but he used to do like realistic stuff. It was always stuff that's like true, like like everyone always got a bottom drawer that's full of like carrier bags and stuff, like different stuff like that, and then they make that into a thing. And like the funny guy now, is it McIntyre? What's his name? Michael McIntyre, him, he's absolutely hilarious. Like I just, because he does a lot of relatable stuff, and it's the relatable stuff that I find so funny. Yeah, and I just don't vibe with Peter Kay really. It's just, you know. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Ella. Yeah, I mean, I do get a chance to, you know, go to the salon, get my nails done, get my lashes, brows done, and get my hair done, which I have had my hair done, guys, and none of you's actually noticed, which I'm quite rude, like I find quite rude. No, but seriously, it doesn't look great in this light, and it needs a wash because I've been applying oil because I'm trying to repair it a bit more. So I had my hair done. So I've had like a root melt, which is all the way through properly. Then I've had low lights all the way throughout. And then she's left, she's not added any highlights apart from around the front section. I had to go back because she made me and it looked too dark and I didn't like it. Like the whole of me was really dark. So I went back a few days later and she just added a lot of foils here. So the plan is, when I go at the end of July, is to have a root smudge again, like a brown again, then brown highlights throughout and blonde highlights throughout. So I want it to be broken up and a bit more like the bits that are like brown bits, blend a bit of like blonde in to make it like a balayage type style, like she did. Obviously, do you know, I mean, it looked really nice and I thought it was fantastic, but I just felt like it didn't suit me very well. So obviously I've changed it and added more blonde. But obviously, because of how blonde I am in the first place, the brown and that fades quite easily. But it just looks like at the moment like I've had nothing done. That's probably why you've thought that, but it just, it's gonna fade. I need it doing quite a few times before the brown holds. And obviously keep making sure it's toned nice and that. But when she first done it, it looked absolutely amazing. I loved it so much when she put the blonde in. So yeah. Thank you, Ashley. Hi, Malik. How are you? Hi, Fibri. How are you? Probably not do Reiki. I'm not trained in Reiki, so I won't be able to do anything legit like that. Thank you, username. There will be a dentist video coming up because it is part of my doctor series that I did. So yeah, you will get one of those soon. I'm just not very good with filming dentist videos because I don't like the scratching. It's one of those sounds that irritates me and makes me heave, like it's a scratching things, and it's certain scratch, like scratching of the plate, like that type scratching, anything like that. I'm really sensitive to it and it physically gets me angry. Like there's something that my husband scratches, he does it on purpose to wind me up, and I literally, like, I physically can't, it's overwhelming and horrible, and it makes me like, oh, like I can't listen to it or anything. It's just awful. So it's the same like with the dentist thing, so I can't really do that very much. I can like tap it, but the scratching, and I know some people like that, so I might have to put some, like, my earphones in maybe and then do it so I can't hear it because it's not very pleasant. Right, somebody sent me some money. Thank you so much. I don't know who your name, what your name is at the moment without scrolling back through all the comments, so just bear with me. Let me just catch up and then I can actually find the message that that would, you know what I mean. Hi Claire, glad you're here. How are you? Gareth, this is the first time I've ever heard your regular voice. Well, I feel sorry for you for hearing it. If you listen to Be Hasty ASMR, I do tend to talk more normal there, but it's quite fast, and because basically, because I talk fast and I talk loud and I talk like do lazy talk, I'm very like, it's very different. Thank you for sharing my website. Come and have an holiday in the UK. Do you think what's hair clipping ASMR? Do you mean just getting a hair clip? Oh, thank you so much, Snow Wolf. Yeah, there will be some videos coming up with my daughter in the next couple of weeks. It won't be this week coming because I've already got my videos planned. It'll probably be the week after. The plan is to do probably a scalp check, and because I've been having some people asking me for a scalp check, and I'm going to try and do it as well, guys, like everyone's told me to do it, without too much scratching, without this, that and the other. So I'm going to have to try and reinvent the whole of me again to be able to do it in a way that people like. And then I might do like a perfectionist hairstyling on her again, and I do need to do a skin assessment on her. So some things like that will be coming soon. I need to go. Yeah. I don't know whether these are actually in my showcase. When I ordered them on TikTok, because when I ordered them, I haven't done a video on them. You see, I just wear them instead. But so I don't know if it's popped into my showcase or not. I know, right? Lee Evans, like, how old do I sound like? Is he still alive? I won't be opening any spa anywhere else because I'm the spa, basically. So I am based in a salon. So a salon that's already there, I rent off them. So my little business is Be Brave ASMR Spa, but I am based in a salon called Glow Shrewsbury. Glow Shrewsbury's already established salon, as other people working there as well. Also, that rent rooms or are employed there and stuff like that. So obviously, Shrewsbury is local to me, so that's why it's there, because I don't want to go like travelling all the way to Birmingham, because it's going to be absolute trek for me to just do that, and I don't really like the cities and stuff like that. So no, it would have to be where I am, unfortunately. But if you are interested, then you're just gonna have to travel, unfortunately. um, Show and tell type of video, such as, what do you mean? Now, I have done what's in my bag before, as a bonus video, but that was a while ago. What do you mean? Thanks, Nadia. You know, you should have seen it. Like, when I first had it done, it was so dark, like really dark. Like, she put so much brown throughout, and then didn't really put much blonde in, and it just didn't look right. It was just too much for me, and I had such like a horribleness about it. Really, like, knocked me about a bit. And I know it sounds really stupid. Um, so I went back to a blesser, and she sorted it out, which is absolutely fantastic hairdresser. Like, absolutely brilliant, and I'm looking forward to seeing her again, because I said to her, like, what's the plan? So obviously she wants to make sure that the root smudges throughout, and so it holds its colour, and obviously she wants the brown highlights to be through enough so they hold the colour, because obviously, because I'm so blonde, it washes out very easily, um, if you know what I mean. So the plan is to have like highlights throughout still, but with the brown to break it up, so it would look like brown and blonde throughout, which I think looks absolutely stunning. She's just a work in progress at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. When I've listened, I've never really vibed with him. I've not really listened to anything either, really. And the things I'm just like, it's just not funny. Like, I just can't be doing with it. Do you know what I mean? Hi, Sophia. How are you? Hi, Strive. How are you? Sophia, that was it. Sophia says, sending you lots of good vibes. Thank you so much, lovely. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Is it Maria? Hi, X-Men. How are you? Yes, Claire. I probably will be in a moment. Yeah. Hi, Sarah or Sarah. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello. He's alive. He's 61. And no way. I'm gonna have to like Google him afterwards and just have a look. Hi guys. There's a couple of people from Russia. I can't read your name, so I do apologise. But hello, and I hope you are well. So Sam, so you're talking more of a personal shopper video then, really. So I do a lot of lingerie ones. In the past, I've done bag ones, bath bombs, face mask ones. Um, then this week I'm filming a jewellery one. There will be a clothes. I've done suit ones as well and clothes ones, but there will be more clothes ones to come, more lingerie ones to come. Obviously, there will be the jewellery one. I'm thinking of doing like another makeup personal shopper one. So without applying the makeup, but showing you the makeup instead. I think I've done one before where I've shown you and tried it on, but this time I just want to be like a beauty counter salesperson, like showing you better skincare, showing you better makeup, rather than actually applying anything. So that is another video, that personal shopper, that will be coming. I haven't really got any bags anymore, so I probably won't be able to do a bag shop. I do, however, have lots of different shoes. Yeah, I'm not going to just go out and buy brand new shoes, guys. So if they look worn, then it's kind of tough, because that would cost me an absolute fortune. But so that will, I've got those, and they will be scattered, unfortunately, because I don't want to do all the same type of video at once. Hi, Oladeo, is it? Hello. No, I don't like this weather. I hate the heat. I'm a winter autumn girl. I remind you of your auntie. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yes, I've done a Charlie Bear one before. I did a Charlie Bear shop. That didn't go down very well at all. But all my bears are actually put away now in storage. I've tried to sell a couple of them, had no joy, so I've just put them away now because I needed space. My dragons, all my big dragons are here, and then my little dragon cuddle cubs are here as well. I do have a meadow troll dotted there. I have couch potato in my bedroom because it's huge, and then I have I think it's Big Brother in here because he's absolutely adorable. He's been here for a while. But other than that, all the others are bagged up properly and put in storage. Oh, you didn't have to do that, Sophia, but that really means a lot. So thank you so much. Hi, Car. Hi, Chesard. Hello. How are you? Oh, well, thank you so much then. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, so what I have, another one I've done as well, I've done a personal shopper homeware store. So I did a homeware store. Was it autumn? I was showing you different home items as well. It's funny because certain personal shoppers do well. So the lingerie ones do really well. Suit ones can do average-ish. Any other ones I've done, nobody seems to like them, which is really bizarre. So down here, I've got, they're on my floor. They used to be in my glass cabinet. So these, I've got dragons and fairies. I've got a bit mad on dragons and fairies at the moment. Let me just show you one so you'll see what I mean. So most of these are hand painted, right? So it's just one of them, absolutely. Yeah, this is Autumn Fae. So I've got several. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've got 4 of these. My son actually bought me one, should I say. Hi, LP, how are you? So yeah, I've got 4 different ones of these. Then I've got different types of dragons and hand-painted dragons as well. There's quite a few, and I don't know what to do with them at the moment. They're just there. So what I could do, I could do like a homeware kind of store based on dragons and like fairies. So I could show you these, because obviously they look stunning, don't they? And like I can do little noise with them and tapping. This is so heavy. So you can just have a look at them, and then if you say like, oh, I'm really into dragons, I could say, well, I do actually have some bears, and then I could show you my dragons because they are in here. How does that sound? And then I just don't know where to store these. I want to get a shelf really somewhere and pop them all on because I absolutely love them. So if that sounds of interest, I could do one of those. I know it particularly probably won't perform well, but it will be really nice to do so I can show you all my nice pieces. Yeah, like showing you fantasy things. It's a good idea actually. So maybe, I don't know. I don't tend to do a lot of male content because most of my views are women. So I try to aim for women or neutral, if you know what I mean. But I like to try and do things and hope that anyone can, whatever gender you are, can enjoy my content still, even if it's, say, typically aimed at a woman, as long as, you know, it's going to make you relax. It doesn't matter who it's for. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so, but I might do one because I was thinking about doing something like that, and I was thinking of actually shaving my husband's hair and recording it with the mic, so I can actually use proper because he shaves his hair, so I could do it then. It's going to have proper sound, so I can just go like this on the camera, but I would have recorded all the audio separately and then add it in. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I might do that. What do you think, guys? Any whisper videos coming? I've never really done whispered videos anyway. I don't think I've ever whispered continuously. A lot of people have said that to me about whispering, and I look back at all my 6 years worth of content, and I've never just whispered. I just don't get it. I don't know where people get that from. I've done a couple of whispered videos dotted around here and there. I've done some recently as well. Or I would try and mix and match, do soft spoken and whispered as well, have an audible. That's what I tend to do nowadays. And to be honest, I'm going to be honest, I struggle to whisper. I've had an issue with my throat when I was younger due to smoking, and I've got narrow larynx and trachea, and it was packed up with tar and stuff, which is probably gone now because that was like decades ago. But I've got a problem, so a lot of the time my throat will cut out. I'll be talking and it just cuts out randomly. And that, a lot of the time I just get achy sore throats for no reason. It lasts like a day and it goes. It's not like an illness, it's just part of that. So whispering, I really struggle to whisper for such a long period of time. I do try it and then it just like kills me for the rest of the day, like as if I whispered too much. I physically struggle to like whisper. That kind of tone on my throat is really uncomfortable, which is why I don't really do them. And I sometimes I will more soft speak, which people might be thinking is me whispering, and it's not. I'm still not whispering. This is me whispering. That's totally different kind of tone. I don't actually do videos like this. Maybe the night nurse videos when you are in hospital, but other than that, I don't. See what I mean? I get really out of breath with it. Happy birthday, Thinley. I know it's a little bit early, but happy birthday. Hope you have a fab day. Oh, amazing, Coco. Yeah, it's been hot. It's been nice to be raining, actually. Were you off to Disneyland? I was off to Disney Florida, yes, but that was cancelled quite a few months ago now. We were going in September, but I cancelled it. Was it March, April, something like that? Yeah, but a lot of people prefer me whispering. I mean, soft spoken anyway. That's why I try to mix and match because I've tried to talk normally, more on a normal tone, but then people don't like that. So then I soft speak, then people don't like that, and then I whisper and people don't like that. So I'm just a bit like, I'm not going to please everyone. I'm going to do a mix and match of stuff. But genuinely, I've never really whispered like some people say, like, oh, I miss you whispered all the time. No, I didn't. I've never have done. It's just really bizarre. Yeah, that's the thing. I do try to keep it like I know things that typically like lingerie, you know, 9 times out of 10, if I'm showing you a bra, do you know what I mean? It's more specifically aimed at a woman. Or reproductive issues, you know, you've got like seeing a gynecologist, that's more aimed obviously at a woman. But then there's other things like, you know, like makeup, again, not just women wear makeup, so you can use that as quite general neutral, really. Like hair, again, you could use that as kind of neutral again. But like the medical videos, and a lot of it, 9 times out of 10, I deliberately try to not say he or she in my videos as much as possible as I can, just so you've got that more immersiveness. If I say she but you're a he, do you know what I mean, or a they, it's kind of like harder for you to relax to it. Maybe I know sometimes I do gender specific, but I do try to keep it as neutral as possible, but I can anyway, guys. Hello, Range, how are you? Yeah, see, it's hard for me to whisper. It's like, hello, how are you doing today? It's time to relax and go to sleep. So I can do it a little bit, but it's so difficult. So you can see why I don't do it, really. Um, will I mostly do an audible video? No. If I'm going to be brutally honest with you, no. And the reason why is because I struggle with it so much. And the reason what I struggle is it with, I just feel like I'm doing nothing. I'm just, do you know what I mean? I sound like a cartoon character, and I just don't get it. I just don't. I can sort of do like, yes, then we're gonna do that one, really low whispering or semi-inaudible, or sometimes like that a little bit, like I'm reading something, but as a whole video I just couldn't. How would I do it? It'd be like, do you see what I'm saying? I just couldn't get on with it, if I'm honest. So yeah, I just wouldn't do that. I'd include bits into a video as much as I could, but to make it completely like that, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think I'd be able to do it justice. There's other creators out there that will do a better job than me. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys, but I'm just going to be real. Disneyland is the most amazing thing. I went to Florida 15 years ago, and we were hoping to go back for our anniversary, but that didn't go to plan. And with everything that's going on at the moment, I'm glad I'm not going. So I think that worked out in my favour. Um, and then I went to Paris before, like after Florida, but it doesn't compete. But I would love to go again. To be fair, like Sophia, I don't think my voice changes. It's literally because like I'm lazy and I'm loud and I talk fast, like when I'm talking like this. Whereas in a video, I'm calmer, I'm quieter, I'm more precise. It's the same when I work anywhere. It's just what I'm like. It's more of me being clear and professional so people can understand me. Like when I talk really fast and like say words that people don't know what I'm talking about. And do you know what I mean? So it's different because I'm working, but I don't actually change my voice. And to be fair with you, everyone that knows me says I don't, unless I'm deliberately talking posh, and then you will know that I'm putting it on. I'm from the Midlands, yes. So is that classed as the West Country? I don't know what that means. Any more medical videos coming? So not at the moment. So this week you're going to have a face measuring, and you're going to have a hair and makeup video for a summer ball, okay? Then on the weekend, I'll be filming a jewelry shop and a skin assessment. And then probably the week after that, I'm probably going to be doing a couple of videos with my daughter, but a normal videos as well. So I want to probably do a doctor checkup or something like that. I need to check my list and what I said I was going to do. Because when I film my daughter, I want to try and separate them a little bit. So Whereas before, I would normally put, say, a video with her, then another video with her. But what I'm thinking about doing is, say, doing a scalp check one, then a couple of weeks later, putting a, say, skin assessment up and separating it like that. So you're not getting everything all at once. Especially when we're doing my spa videos, I'm trying to like space stuff out a little bit, if you know what I mean. Oh God, don't even get me started on the how are you thing. I mean, the amount of drama that has caused, it's just bizarre. Like, I just can't understand a lot of it. I say it and it's not enough. I'm saying it this way, I'm doing it that way. I never don't do it like this, and it's just too much for me. I just really don't need it. Like, do you know what I mean? Um, like, and I just can't win. Sometimes it's just so frustrating. Like, and I've said it the same way for so many years now, and then people are like, you never used to do it like that." I've not done it any different. I just get really confused. Like, and then some people start to say it too slow now. So I've deliberately, this week when I filmed, you've been moaning it's too bloody fast now. So I just can't bloody win. Hello from Rill. How lovely. Hi Playtime, how are you? And the guy, I'm guessing you're a guy. Maybe you're a guy with a name. Whoever you are, hello, wherever you're from in Wales, in Rill. Haven't been to Rill for ages. I am Sarah. Hello, lovely. How are you? So I did a gynecologist probably a couple of months ago. So if you haven't seen that, please check it out. I haven't done a new breast exam one for a while, so I will want to do that because I think it's really important to raise awareness. That's why I do those type of videos, because on my channel I always like to raise awareness of things. And just make people aware. And I've had so many feedback before, because you've done this, I've got myself checked, and this, that, and the other, and things like that are like so essential for me. So yeah. I will be doing another one of those. I try to do one if I can every year now, because I think it's really important to be keeping a lookout for things, especially because my mum's had breast cancer. And I've had some scares with myself as well. One actually being a couple of years ago now. It was awful. I hadn't shared anything about that publicly, but it was not a nice time when I had that biopsy done. So yeah, I like to try and raise awareness every year of cancer. We'll be doing another one of those. Hello, I'm sorry again, I can't understand what your name is, but thank you so much. So yeah, I hope you are well, and thank you for your lovely comment. Hi Hayley, how are you? I'm okay, thank you, Sarah. Oh, that's what I mean, Nadia. Like before, it was just like, oh, I love that, and now it's like, I don't quite like how you said good. It just needs to be slightly bit shorter. And like, and some people, like when they're reading like my posts and stuff, and they're like probably get fed up with me what I'm talking about. But then sitting there, I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute, you're not getting the people bombard you and telling you what to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, or saying that is not quite right. You need to say it this way. And when I look at my content and how I am as what I can remember in my mind, I don't do something any different, or I've always done something, or I've never always done something. It's always been like that. So then when people are like telling me what I'm doing is wrong or not good enough. Like after so long, it's just like, well, will you just shut up? Do you know what I mean? And that's what I asked for feedback, and I deliberately asked for it. I wanted constructive, helpful criticism. Um, I wanted to know things that people were missing, like, do you know what I mean? I deliberately asked and I wanted those things, but then it was the comments that were demanding, telling me what to do, telling me I should do it this way and not that way, telling me I did things that I've never actually done, or telling me things that I do already, but they're saying that there was so much going on about it. I think I've deleted all the posts now because I just couldn't be doing with all these people just bombarding me. And then it was other things as well. Like, it's not just that. It was like, because I see comments on my posts from years ago, because I just get notified in my app. I don't always get notified of them either, and then I don't go through them all. So when I go through and I see a random comment, like there was one comment, don't need instructions. So on the video I included, like, obviously I was instructing you to do something. This person went, don't need instructions, just like that. I was like, what? Not thanks for your video or anything like that. It was literally, don't need instructions. It was like loads of other stuff as well. I'm just sitting there, you know, I just, so confusing sometimes. Well, exactly. Do you know what I mean? But people know me from hello, lovely. How are you? Good. And it's always been that. And when I look back at my very early videos and I've gone good, I sound like an absolute idiot. And I've done a video before reacting to my old videos, and I laugh and I cringe because I sound so awkward. Hello, lovely. How are you? Good. Like, I sound absolutely, and I look at myself and I look ridiculous and I sound ridiculous. And I do not want to do that now. Hello, lovely. How are you? Good. I just see, it's just not me. It just doesn't. And I was like that back then because I was new and I was camera shy. I was learning, and then you could see gradually escalating. Then it changed slightly, and everyone used to take the P or good. Like when I did that, so I deliberately stopped doing the good kind of thing and did it more natural. And then I did it a little bit more slower because it's meant to be a more calming vibe to invite you in. Because if you notice, when I do the intro, it's a lot calmer than actually when I get into the actual video. But then I've had people saying, "Oh, I skipped that because I just can't stand it," and I'm just like, "Oh." And I'm just like, okay, that's fine. That's why I timestamp greeting so people know they can click off it if they don't like it. Do you know what I mean? Well, exactly, Kat. And I don't aim to please everybody, and I don't want to, because there are so many people in the world. I have such a small audience and small amount of subscribers compared to a lot of other channels, but it's still a big audience in itself. And I have so many people that, you know, all from different backgrounds, different cultures, different beliefs, you know, different genders, different sexualities, different like disabilities, different of everything, and everyone likes different, and that's okay. And that's what makes, I feel, ASMR a great thing, because there's so many different creators out there that offer all sorts of different things. And you know, it's good because some people, they like to mix and match between creators. Some people have got their own creator that they go to, but like me, if I when I watch ASMR, I'm going swapping between loads of different people, and different people do things differently that I like, and that's fine. um but there's certain stuff when people are like just hating on the way I say hello. That's just was like, really? Like, all the big drama over saying hello to someone. I'm just like, I'm saying hello. Like, what is your problem? And I got really annoyed by it because it was just like, why do you care so much about that? And I'm thinking, so many people like it, so many people don't like it. But then if I don't say it, I went for a period of just saying, hi, how are you? Or hi, you all right? And stuff like that. And then people were saying, I did that for quite a bit. And then people were like, I miss your old intro. I wish you'd say this and I wish you'd say that. And I know not everybody comments, so I can only take the comments with a pinch of salt, as with like polls or posts and things like that. You can only take it with a pinch of salt because the majority of people don't comment. Um, but then few people that do comment, obviously, I take into consideration what they've said, um, and I try and fulfil what I can, you know, because I like to mix it up and I like to keep things different, you know. But sometimes, like, I would do a video, and because it's slightly different to what I've done before, people think that's it, and I've stopped doing that now, and they're like, oh, I'm going to miss this and stuff like that. And I'm just like, chill out. I'm just doing it this way on this particular video, but it doesn't mean it will always be like that. Like, you know, and I've whispered on a video before, more recent months, and everyone said, oh, I really miss you soft spoken, like this. And I thought, I've only whispered sound 2 videos, like, doesn't mean that's going to be permanently. And I'm just like, people need to relax a little bit, do you know what I mean? And just let me create, and hopefully one of you will like it, do you know what I mean? But the thing is, though, You know, I'm proud of what I do. Some things I'm more proud of than others. I'm my worst enemy. I judge myself more than anyone ever can. I'm a perfectionist, as in I must do something till I feel happy with it. Um, I've judged myself more than anyone could ever judge me because, well, I've got complex mental health issues. It kind of just comes with it. Um, I love to hear feedback. I love suggestions. I love you to tell me things when you've liked something or when you don't like it, but it's how you do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if somebody says to me, hate that, just no need for that, it's just rude, isn't it? You don't need to say that. Or you could say, look, would you be able to maybe start using a black screen again or do a couple of videos with a black screen? Or, you know, could you maybe just like do a green screen occasionally or something like that? Or, you know, look, I've got a black screen from you. This has cost me £100 to fulfill all the requests I've had from people asking me for black screen. It took me forever to find something that's going to work for my room. And you might think, oh, it's only £100 and not that much. But yeah, it's £100 that comes out of my income. So I've fulfilled that request. I bought 2 lamps because people wanted me to use more natural lighting and lamps like I used to. You know, I've bought some different types of gloves because people saying they prefer my latex, they miss them. So I've tried to mix and match with stuff and incorporate some things. Like I incorporated more audible whispering because I had a lot of people ask me about that. And then I did that, and then I had loads of people moaning that I did that. And I'm just like, breathe. And I can see why people don't look at the comments or suggestions, but I like interacting with you guys, which is why I do. You know, and if it's something that's helpful and useful or said in a nice way, then I can get on board with it. Do you know what I mean? And I enjoy, like, I asked for all that feedback and I was buzzing. Like, I took all this information. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to buy that. And I was so uplifted and encouraged and really inspired. Like, it was the first time in a long time that I felt like that. And then everyone had to go whack and just totally spin it and put a downer on it, which was quite annoying. So then it kind of got rid of all that. And then people are like, oh, you asked for it. Yeah, I asked for the people to give me things, not for you to demand to me. I do not want you to do this. Do you know what I mean? And that's why in the end I had some right snotty people with me, so I've had to block them. And then that's why I removed all my posts in the end, because it was just like, I just don't need this drama. I just wanted some people's opinion on what they missed and what you want me to do, not people tell me they were doing this and doing that and not doing this and whatever else. I was like, geez. Well, that's another thing, Sarah, isn't it? And people aren't grateful because they just see somebody beyond the screen. They don't think about anything. You get a lot of people who don't think we should get paid for what we do. So luckily, most people are lovely and understanding and grateful and supportive. And they're the people that are my people. You know, I want to reach people. I want to be positive. I want people to enjoy what I do. You know, some people like some things of mine. Some people don't like everything I do, and that's fine. But I deliberately do the variety to make it a bit more for everybody. You know, that's why I'm including doll head, real person on camera, because I know everyone likes a bit different. So if I can mix and match a little bit, at least I'm pleasing different people at different times. Do you know what I mean? When you're doing a video, you normally sound American. Now you sound a Brummie. How is it possible? I don't sound American at all when I'm doing my videos. It's not an American accent. Have you heard me do an American accent? Oh my goodness. When I tried to do American accent, it sounded awful. I think I've got 2 videos on YouTube on this channel of me in American. It was the Barbie one, I'm talking American. And there was an ultrasound one and I was talking American. That was my lame attempt of a lame attempt of an American accent. I'm also from Mid Staffs, which isn't a Brummie, but it's in the West Midlands. Well, that's a good point, actually, user, isn't it? Because you've got to bear in mind, I'll be 40 in January. A lot's happened in 6 years, and I've evolved, I've changed as a person, as a creator, as an artist. Um, I've took a lot on board over the years from people. I've tried new things. You know, if it hasn't worked, it hasn't worked. Um, you know, and as all artists do, you grow and you develop. It's like the same with music, isn't it, really? They used to do some music, and people might now, their music's never the same as it was then, but it's not going to be, because they grow and they change as people. I mean, I still keep true to who I am and deliver a bit of everything as much as I can, but my roots being a medical. And so I had somebody say to me, "You don't do medical anymore. All my videos, the majority are medical." But then somebody else goes, "All you do is medical." And I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I've not actually posted a medical video for the last 3 weeks. And it's just stuff like that, you know. If you're gonna give me feedback, keep it factual. Do you know what I mean? But people do change, like, but I've always been who I am as much as I can. And I know a lot of people don't like different, and I think that's why a lot of people are put off by my channel, because I don't conform and do what everyone else does. But at least I'm being who I am, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Hi Becky, how are you? Hi Tom, how are you? Well, exactly. Marion, thanks. Well, no, but that's what I mean. Some people, you know, that's why I genuinely asked about the wrist mics as well, because I don't want to be using them if the majority of people watching can't stand them. You've got to bear in mind as well, like I said, you've got to take comments with a pinch of salt. You've got to take feedback with a pinch of salt, because only a small number will get back to you. Only a small number will answer polls. Only a small number will write comments. So it's only a small people out of how many thousands in my videos, right? And subscribers. So I've got to take it with a pinch of salt. But it's nice to have that feedback. You know, so it's there. Um, but I don't know what the majority of people think. But if I having a large amount of people say to me, and I'm talking like a large amount on this, but no, don't use them. No, really don't like it. Stuff like that, showing to me that okay, I shouldn't be using them because probably people aren't liking them. But I don't think there was one person apart from that one person who trolls me on every real person video actually said that they wanted me to stop using them. So to me, that's such a large number. So I'm going to keep using them. Plus, some cases, like at the spa, it's my only form of audio. So if I didn't have them on, you wouldn't hear anything anyway. But it's stuff like that. So that's why I asked you, because if it was really a problem, I need to know so I can change it and improve. Do you know what I mean? Like little things, certain little things. If some, like somebody said to me once, they didn't like one of my candles because it was flickering too much and it was distracting. Um, so I was like, okay, well I can't really help how the candle's flickering, so I'll try and hide it a little bit so you won't see it flickering as much. Um, but as obviously little people are nitpicking at things, well that's just a little thing. But the mic is such a big part of the content that it's important to me to know if it's not what people want. So stuff like that is really helpful. Um, you know, like I've done for 2 videos with this black screen, you know, and it'll be interesting to see what the feedback is. You know, I'll probably get some people saying, "Oh, I miss your normal background. Oh, I miss it, that and the other," and that's fine. But it doesn't mean I'll be permanently using it. I just want to use it here and there. But I think I'm going to use it again next week because it's here and it's up, and I just quite like it. It's really like, but it's quite cozy. Do you know what I mean? Like a little closed-in thing. It is. It's just amazing. Um, Yeah, it does. I mean, what do people talk about? Hello, lovely. How are you? Good. And I'm just sitting there, I was talking to my husband about it. I said, you know what? I'm just going to scrap it completely. I'm just not never going to say it again. But I know if I didn't say it again, the majority of the channel would probably kick off that I don't say it anymore. But you know, I do deliver. It's nice sometimes as well, Because before I used to say, hello, lovely, how are you? Good, always. But then people are saying it's not very realistic, because if you go to a doctor and you said, how are you? But you're not actually fine because you're there because you've got a broken arm. And I thought, yeah, that's a good point, really. But then I thought, well, sometimes if you go to somewhere, they all say, hi, how are you? You all right? And you're like, yeah, good, thanks. Even though you're not necessarily good. So it's that kind of thing. So, and then I was like, yeah, that's right then. So I can't really answer good and everything, which is why sometimes you won't hear me go good. You'll go, oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, or oh, that's understandable. Or I'll answer back with, yeah, I'm good, thanks, because that's what we do in conversation. So I have tried to tweak it up a little bit, guys. But yeah, it literally is a few seconds, isn't it, Kat, when I say hello, how are you? But again, it is a preference thing, isn't it? That's okay. If that person doesn't like that, then that's fine. They can skip that part, which is why I do say greeting. You know, because not things, some things aren't for everyone, and that's totally understandable. So then that's why a lot of people said, oh, I skip it, which is fine. I appreciate that they're still watching my video and that they enjoy the video. They just don't like the beginning bit. And I get that. That's fine. But it's when people telling me, don't do that anymore, or why are you doing that? I don't want you to do that. Like, say this instead. That's just not helpful. That's just bossy, demanding, and a bit controlling. It's a little bit different when you got to think of everyone else. And then, like I said, like some people probably skip my intro when I've actually said something other than hello, lovely. Do you know what I mean? So it just, you know, if they want to skip it, that's what the timestamps there. Please use them. I try my best with them as well, but they're so long-winded sometimes that I just physically can't do them. Oh, thank you, CLH. I appreciate that. Thank you. You never know, maybe one day. Hi, AB. How are you? Well, that's the point. You know, I every so often ask for feedback, and I've done my feedback. And we're just going to see how it rolls for a few months. Maybe ask for some more feedback in a few months, and we'll go from there. But at the end of the day, as with any artists, you are the creator. You create whatever you want to create, and you just hope people like it. And that's all I can do. I want to make what I want to make. I want to take on board people's opinions, people's thoughts, people's ideas, and then I'll still do what I want at the end of it. I always take people's things on board as little things as well, and most people don't notice them little changes. If I change them, somebody won't go, oh, I'm glad you've done that. Some people do, and those people like are so lovely, because the fact that they've noticed, like the amount of times I said to people, thank you for noticing. It's little things like that they've noticed I've done, but then other people haven't noticed it. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, well, you asked me to do that, you know. Oh, thank you, Brandy. That's such a lovely thing to say. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is, Kat, yeah. These are expensive. I wanted a proper screen. You pull it, it was a couple of £100. I weren't paying that price. Oh, thank you, CLH. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks, Nadia. And I do try. I try my best, even though you'll always get people like, oh, you can't please everyone. Well, I know that, and I'm not trying to. But I like to be as versatile as I can and try to give a little bit of something to as many people as I can. And I've always tried to do that since day one, if you know what I mean. So I do try my best on that. Um, which is why I ask for it and then I take it on board. So many things, like, and I just think sometimes people don't notice I've done it, and then it's really disheartening that somebody, like, I've had this black screen thing, like, I've had this in. Will I get people say, "Oh, you've changed that," or I just don't know yet. I might. Some people are probably going to hate it, but you know, I'm not going to use it permanently though, guys. It's going to be here and there when I fancy doing it, just to add a little bit of different to my channel. I'm just liking the thought of just being here at the moment and you just see me and an object. Do you know what I mean? Or see what I'm doing, and I feel like that's very, very nice at the moment. I really quite enjoyed filming, and it's great as well because if I'm really honest, I'm struggling to wear makeup at the moment. I'm not really a makeup person anyway, and with the heat, I'm too sweaty, and it's just not good for me. I just can't cope and get on with it. But I didn't wear any makeup the other day. I put lipstick on, mascara on. I put a bit of white shadow on the top just to brighten my eye a little bit. And the only thing I actually had on was a bit of concealer under my eye. So editing it back, I'm probably going to look like shit. But looking at it, I didn't really need the makeup. Like now, I don't really need the makeup with this camera, but with my actual camera, with the lighting and being 4K, it'll pick every discoloration on my face up and I look rough. Like you see a lot of my sponsorships, I don't wear makeup and it just looks rough. When I used the black screen and I was looking at myself on the camera, it looked fine. I didn't actually think, oh my God, you need to put makeup on. Do you know, oh my God, you've got really like discoloured skin there. It wasn't like that. So at the moment, it's probably working quite well with the black drop, you know what I mean? But we'll see. The Barbie video was epic. Hi, Obedience, how are you? I do try to be as diverse as I can. Thank you so much, Kenneth. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, the wrist mics has its place. So, for example, when I'm at home and I use the wrist mics, that would be on, say, I've started to do it on doll head videos now. And the reason why I keep doing that is because everyone says it's amazing. They can hear everything I'm doing. Whereas before, it was just the mics and going here, and you couldn't hear a lot. And I've gone through comparing, because I do compare and look at the stuff and see what I've done and what I used to do and compare the sounds. Me personally, it sounded better using the wrist mics. So what I do is use my main mics, lower them as much as I can, and then my wrist mics to pick up the close sounds. So you'll have an all-around sound, really. That's what it does. Real person videos that I do at home, I use my main mics as well as the wrist mics. The spa, I use the wrist mics and a centre one. Now the centre one hardly picks up any sound, so I do have to turn it up quite a bit, and even then it's very quiet. But that just in case the client speaks, if I go here a bit more, you want to hear a bit more sound, it just gives it a little bit more depth. So yeah, and then when I do like Be Hasty videos or TikTok videos or Life with Nick videos or like live streams, I will use this one mic that I've got here. So I use different things as best as I can, really. But that's all it is. So they don't replace it. So don't worry. Please don't worry that they're going to replace it, because they're not. My normal videos will always be my normal setup. And then Real Personal Doll Head will be my normal setup with my wrist mics, just for the extra. The spa is just going to be the wrist mics and the centre mic as well. Yeah, that's how it's going to be, apart from obviously my live streams or Be Hasty videos. So yeah, I hope that is all right, guys. And I know some will like the wrist mics more, some will like the normal more, and that's okay. You know, but thank you, Maximo, is it? Hi, Claire, how are you? Thank you, Gallo. Hi, Hector, how are you? Hi, Joyce, how are you? Hi, Brenna, how are you? I probably looks it, but I don't. Like, really, if you look really close, I do have a lot of scarring. I do have a lot of broken capillaries here and a bit of here. I do have dark circles, and obviously I've got lines under my eyes, which I hate when I've got makeup on, because you can really see under my eyes. And I do have breakouts all the time that keep coming. Breakouts always keep coming here. So it's not, and to be honest, on here it doesn't look too bad, but as soon as I sit in front of my camera, it's like, oh my God, like you look like you've been punched in the eyes. You've got just, it looks awful, and trust me, it really does. Yeah, and that's another thing you see. So I want the wrist mics because they pick up the close sounds that you need, like you don't that you miss. And to be honest with you, the normal mics are not good enough at picking up the close sounds, even with being right next to you, the doll head or wherever. You can't quite pick it up enough, and it doesn't pick up the sounds. And I have to be firmer so you can hear it more. So, for example, scratching on the scalp. If I'm using my wrist mics, I hardly need to scratch because it will sound intense, look intense, but actually isn't. Whereas if I didn't use them and just used my normal mics, I'd have to be quite rough so it would pick it up, if that makes sense. So people always think, oh my God, you're so rough. Actually, it's not rough. It looks rough and sounds it because of the mics, but it's actually not. Because I think one of the videos I posted with my daughter last time, oh my God, the abuse I got on that about being rough. Jeez. See, I'm not a makeup person. I'm a skincare person through and through. I will always wear skincare. I love skincare, trying out different things. Makeup, I've never really been a makeup fan. I really don't like it. I've always liked lipstick and mascara, but that's about it. And now I'm getting older and more liney skin, especially under my eyes. Um, it really goes into the creases and I really don't like it. So I don't really want makeup on, but then I know like videos I need to because my skin looks awful. It's just it doesn't make me feel confident or comfortable in what I'm doing. So I wouldn't choose to do that. I've started to use like a skin tint now, but it's quite heavy for a skin tint really. But the coverage is perfect, but it's just a bit too hot for me at the moment. So I've just been using a tiny bit of concealer under my eyes. But I'll see when I'm editing back actually what it looks like. I like to do medical videos, but I like to do anything really. Hello, Jess. Thank you so much and welcome to the channel. So, yeah, it's 9 o'clock, so I'm going to go in a sec. But I just wanted to let you all know as well, after a big rant that it feels like I've had. But no, after we've been having a chat, thank you for your questions and your comments. I really do appreciate it. And I hope I have explained myself correctly and well. It's one of those things, being like autistic as well and dyslexic, I find it hard to explain things, and then how I take things isn't always the best. Do you know what I mean? So I can't articulate always what I want to say. But hopefully I get my point across, what I mean. Like, even though somebody's going to get offended by it, but you know. So yeah, but what I've decided to do, I will still be posting on Be Hasty. What I will be doing, guys, is one video a week. I haven't decided on the day yet, but I will be doing just one a week. So it'll be a fast video of some sort. And it will either be a Thursday or a Saturday. I haven't decided yet. So there'll be one video a week on there. I don't know what kind of videos yet, just the usual type that I do. So if you like fast, chaotic kind of content, funny content, then please subscribe to Be Hasty ASMR. That would be great. At the moment, any type of lifestyle content is going on TikTok, so please follow Life with Nick on TikTok. On there I do get ready with me's, hauls, vlogs, clips of ASMR. I do live streams on there as well. I try to go live a couple of times a week, but it's quite difficult. The live streams do include chat, answering questions, and then triggers, ASMR triggers, and any other videos. So if I do go out and do vlogging, that'll be on there. So that is where you'll see any beauty or beauty or lifestyle type of content. I'm not posting on the Life with Nick YouTube channel at the moment, and then like little trends and different things like that. So if that is what you're into, please head over to TikTok. Please give me a follow and check out my other content there, guys. So yeah, I've got all sorts of different things. I do like taste tests on there, and different things like that. So if you are interested, please follow me on TikTok. Then I do post obviously on Facebook and Instagram when I can. So make sure you do give me a follow. Obviously, I've got the spa business. If you are wanting to have an experience, please visit my website, bebravebeyouasmr.co.uk, to have a look at what I offer, and then you can book your session and you can be featured on my channel. Now, a while ago, I made a channel called Be Brave ASMR Spa. Now, that was going to be just my salon videos, but I have been posting them to this channel. However, I have got quite a lot of videos, and I want them in one place. So I think the plan is to start uploading videos that have already been up to there. So, for example, I'm going to post one a week until I run out of videos, okay? So I know some people only want to watch the spa videos and they don't want to be bombarded with all other stuff. So I made a separate channel. So for anybody that wants just the spa related videos, you can go and subscribe to there and watch them when they come. However, I will be still posting them here. So if you don't want to subscribe to our other channel, that's fine. You can stay here because there is a playlist here as well, so you can watch the playlist. So it's just giving you that option because I don't know how long I'm going to be doing it for, guys. It just depends. It takes so much toll and stuff on my body that I just don't know how long I'll be able to do it for. So they will be going on this channel always. So, but my spa page, I'm just going to be adding week by week ones that you've already seen. So when I first started, all the ones I've done so far will be going up but weekly, so that's going to take months anyway. So if it comes to it and I stop doing this, say November for example, there won't be any new content added to that once it's all been uploaded, if that makes sense. So it's up to you whether you want to follow it. It's Be Brave ASMR Spa on YouTube. If you want to give me a follow, there will be obviously a new video coming up next week, and then it will be a week on like that, and it's going to be on a Tuesday at 9 p.m. GMT or BST. So that will be a spa video. So if you just fancy, you know what, I just want to have a look through all the spa videos, then that is the channel to be on. If you get me to 1,000 subscribers as well, guys, and 4,000 watch hours, I might actually be able to start earning some money on there. So get subscribing. So yeah, that's the plan. Also, just to give you all an update as well, I am opening, I have Patreon. There's a general support package, then there's another package where you get, like, say, images and different things like that. Then there's a package where you get a monthly ASMR video, only about a 10-minute video. That's a $20 one. I've actually added some custom slots now. The amount of messages that I keep getting off people, do you do custom videos? Do you do this, that and the other? And the answer was always no, but I've decided to offer for a limited time at the moment. I don't know how long this is going to be on for. There's a trigger video one. They're not cheap, guys, so I'm having to top up income in other places with YouTube at the moment, not exactly being on our favour, and they keep randomly shoving ads all the way through my videos, and then I turn them off and then they're back on again. It was like every 5 minutes or every 2 minutes, sometimes the odd one dotted here and everywhere, and then you turn them off and then you go back into it, then they're back on again. I'm just like, what the hell? Hi, Jace. How are you? I've not spoke or seen you since we went on the event. Thank you for checking in, and I hope you're well. So yeah, I am quite busy as it is. I've got a lot of stuff like going on. So the plan is to offer. There's only going to be. Hi, August. How are you, lovely? Thank you for checking in. Hope you have a lovely day, or lovely evening, should I say? Thank you for checking it. I'm going in a sec anyway, so I hope you have a lovely evening. So yeah, I will be doing it for, I don't know how long I'm going to be doing the custom thing for, guys. It's a lot of work. So there's the trigger video one, there's a makeup one, a skin assessment one, and a colour analysis one, and there's only 2 slots of each a month because that's a lot of work for me. I don't know how long it will be. It might be a temporary thing, it might be a permanent thing, it might be just a couple of months. I don't know yet. So if you are wanting a custom video done, then please go to my Patreon and you can purchase them And then when I've fulfilled your request, please cancel so I can get somebody else to take that slot. At the moment, I'm planning on doing it just for a couple of months, but if I want to, I might extend it. But the other packages on there are still saying the same, and there will be obviously one video a month on the gold package. I will share bits of this to the post, guys, and I'll probably make a separate video on it as well, but I just wanted to let you guys know. So yeah, thank you all so much for chatting, sticking with me and listening to me waffle, rant, discuss, and just shush and just chat, I meant. So thank you so much, guys. Appreciate your love and support as always. And yeah, and the majority of people are absolutely lovely and fantastic. Like, seriously, I can't fault people, really. It's just a small few of people that sometimes can ruin it for others. But yeah, please look out for all my videos, guys. New video on Wednesday, and then there's one on Sunday. I will try and get up a compilation, guys, as well, because like I said, I've been so busy, I've not had time to do the compilation and the bonus video for this month. That's been stressing me out, thinking, oh my god, I'm like running out of time to even get it up. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I will get the compilation done for Friday. You just might not have the bonus video this month, guys. But you never know. If you're lucky and I've got time in July, you might get two. But we'll see. We'll see on that one. So yeah, guys. Hope you all have a lovely day and the rest of the month. And yeah, hopefully you'll come and join my live next month at some point. Again, I don't know when I'll be live. I'll try and do a couple of lives, but we'll see how we get on. But don't forget, you'll always have the one live stream once a month. Oh my god, how are you going to upload with that speed? It was lovely to see you again, Jace. Anyway, I hope you're doing all right. It was so lovely. I met him at a YouTube event. So yeah, it's such nice, quite a big creator actually. So it's quite nice to be supported by different people. So thank you, guys. Lots of love. Yeah, wish you well. Don't forget to subscribe to all my platforms, guys, and follow me and all that jazz. Yeah, support me as much as you can. Thank you so much, guys. Lots of love, and take care.